Happy morning to everybody. A great afternoon and a wonderful evening. Relaxing ourselves and soothing dance, so do join from tomorrow, 5:40 onwards. And it's no compulsory, right? Those who want to just feel like it certainly helps to just get over that sleep. If you are, if you've decided to be here for 40 days, and many are taking bath and coming in the morning so that they can be feeling fresh, right? Oh, however, it's not a requirement though. You know that it's only to just get that sleep thing out. That's all. So talking about what Sar said, looking young and not aging, where the skin is not able to repair itself, is because we got a strong mind. We don't take the pressure in. As leaders, we have all the time pressure. And when we succumb to the pressure, when we have those thoughts in, and then as a result, we start sending a different kind of information to our cells. And the cell receptors are just obeying the command of the master. That's all. The master of these 100 billion cells is just simply obeying the commands of the master, saying that, okay, I am like this. But however, how do we change? So there are two aspects. How can we get this, stay away from distractions? We have to have goals like this. I have decided to live 120 years. This is a goal. This is a statement somebody makes. Ancient secret to longevity, vitality, and life transformation. So first step in manifestation is to set goals which are inspiring, that we are clear about. We understood there is an infinite field of intelligence out there, that quantum field. It's got so many possibilities and so much opportunity. Everything that is ever happening already is there. The past, future, present is all there as a set of probabilities and events, because it's all energy. It exists simultaneously. And all we have to do is to project appropriate things into that field for us to receive it. And we read through that we watched through that experiment, that observation is collapsing the possibility. So one of the first things, if thoughts and feelings are the ones that are creating the reality, because observation is collapsing the possibility, and first thing in that aspect is to set inspiring goal for ourselves. We have many. Every level we have. Physical level, we want to get better. We want to get better in terms of our emotions. We want to get better in our work culture, work setup. Whatever, that money, it could be material things, something or the other. We want to go and serve people. We want to know more about ourselves. All levels are there. But we make a decision, like this master made a decision to decide to live for 120 years. We make a decisions. We make those 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 very important goals for ourselves. When we don't have a goal, for example, you're applying for a job. If you don't have a goal and say, okay, I'm going to get a job, I just need a job, and so I'm going to apply for one. It'll also happen. But it's going to happen, you don't know where it might come, and then when it comes, what kind of job you may get. But if you have clarity, I am getting placed into a Fortune 500 company with a monthly salary of 50,000 rupees. If that is your goal in Bangalore, if that is still a requirement for you, you could state it. If it's not a requirement, it doesn't matter where you want to be, it's fine. But if you didn't, but you deep inside, you didn't want to go out of Bangalore, tell you what, you might get a job in Delhi. Now you are ready. That's the time you realize, okay, not for me. So first step is, dear friends, is to set a goal or set of goals which are inspiring. Now they need to be inspiring. What does inspiring mean? Inspiring means waking up when you are thinking about any time of the day, you need to get goosebumps. Got to get those goosebumps and say, yes, this means so important to me. If you're taking up a project in your company, it's got to be so important. It's not because somebody else is have it. Your colleague, somebody together joined both of you in the company, and then they're growing, and he suddenly has got, or he or she got into something and you didn't, and then so that's not why you want to also get into another project. You have two different paths. We all have different paths. We got to have the clarity of why am I asking for a specific thing or not. And the best way to understand it, well, of course, two things. When we regularly meditate, we keep getting the clarity and say, if I get this in my life, I will be happy. It's going to give meaning to my life. It's going to take care of a whole set of things that I know exactly what I have to do. When I get that 50,000 rupees job, I've got all these payments to make, I'm going to make that. And then I've got these commitments to clear, I'm going to finish that. And then I'm going to use this money for this vacation. And I know this charity is there that I want to always contribute, but I've not been able to, I'm going to contribute. And then if you have the clarity of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of how your life will change, not only just when you have this 50,000 job, then this is going to give me so deep satisfaction that I'm in this Fortune 500 company, so I can make a difference. It feels great to me because I saw my uncle always working in a big company and it always felt great. I just want to satisfy that greatness in me. I want to feel that contented. So we need to have clarity of if that goal happens in our life, whatever that you're wishing for, do you know how will your life change? Will you still live in the same place? Or would you have moved? Would you still have the same people? Or were you always dreaming that you want to be a set of people because they always are talking good stuff, that you want to be in the company of them? So would you have changed that? Our circumstances place us in certain places, right? But then we always are aspiring, and so you want to be somewhere, and then that requires certain things to be met. So we don't say, if I get that, then I'm going to be. Instead, we have to have a clarity of how my life will change, starting from living place to people to decisions the way you do, to how you are spending your money, how you're spending your time. What is it giving to you? What is it giving to others? Both have to have clarity. What is it giving to your company? Got to have clarity. Why are you doing that project? You're taking up a large project. Why? Is it only you? Does the company also have an emotional interest into it? So if you can set those goals and then visualize and then be clear about those steps, what we call, then if you know those clearly, what are those 5 or 10 things that will change in your life? For example, I want to get better about my health because I have a challenge in running. There is a nagging pain. 10 years ago, I got hurt. If that is a condition that we have, that can be cured, no doubt about it. One of the days we'll hear, so many people are curing. One of the directors of Cognizant was telling me that, no, hey, I've been having this for long ago because something happened long ago, but now I see that this pain is going away. So if the goal could be that, because of that, you stopped running. Because I stopped running. So now your life will change. If that is healed, then you say, I'm running every day for 10 kilometers or whatever, for 5 kilometers every day. Because some back injury issue, then you stopped going into gym or doing yoga or specific asana. And now you have clarity that that's the first thing you're going to do. You stop dancing, that's the first thing you're going to do. We stopped going to trekkings because we became very, very cautious. Sure, we have to be cautious if the body is not cooperating. So friends, we need to set those goals and then be clear about if the goal happens in our life, how will my life change in all dimensions? And each time when the life is changing, for each one, you got to associate an emotion. what will be your feeling if you're able to take care of that payment that you had to right now? But once you get this job placed on 50,000 rupees per month, so you're able to make that payment. So what will be your feeling? How will it change from where you are to then? You got to experience that feeling for everything. You're doing the trekking. You always dreamt when you saw people doing these pictures and then beautiful things, then how will you feel there when you are inside that picture of where you're actually doing the trekking? So you got to visualize every step that you think, this is my life is changing. You got to visualize that, every step of it. You got to dream about it as if it's happening to your life right now, not in some future time. There is no will in the manifestation. I am enjoying my trekking. It gives me, I'm deeply be fulfilled with my trekking. It just gives me the great opening up because I'm in this nature, in these Himalayas. And I'm just soaking that energy so beautifully. If that's how you felt, that when you go to Himalayas and you see all these very calm, serene people just sitting and meditating, or just contemplating and looking through, and then you visualize yourself and say you're receiving that energy. Feel it. That's so important. We got to have the clarity of what are the 10 things I'm going to do after, if the goal is happening in my life right now. And it does, friends, it doesn't have to be a lofty goal at all. Anything that makes us better. When you can feel, and then I'm sure when you are visualizing and feeling, we're not going to visualize about, that greediness and miseryness and anger, all of that, none of us is going to visualize, right? Because it's all about enjoyment and happiness. So the understanding is that the moment we start visualizing, feeling any of those then naturally positive higher emotions, we are by default getting better. We are getting 1 inch close to connecting with everybody. Because life connects life with positive emotion. You agree with me? If it's love, if it's empathy, it's compassion, appreciation to somebody, naturally they are more receiving to you, they're more friendly to you. If you make nasty comments, they're going away. So first we have to get better. We got to get better from those things that we felt we didn't have in our life. So it is okay. We all have different situations. We can take any goal. But ensure that you have emotional interest of somebody else. If it is there, so then it is faster because somebody else is also working for you. That's really it. But it is okay. If it's not there, it is okay. So dear friends, in manifestation, setting a goal, 1 or 2 or 3, whatever those goals, and then visualizing them with feelings, the love, the gratitude, compassion, appreciation. You are helping somebody. As part of that, you're visualizing right now as if it's happening in your life. You're helping somebody. Now they are telling you, thank you, because my life changed. Feel that. Somebody thanking you with their hands. Visualization means really living as if the real events are happening. And when we do that daily and every day, at the end of our meditation, which is a great state where we are emptying our mind, an empty mind state where you're putting all our observation, and observation in the form of various feelings and thoughts and events that are there, then it's called to manifest sooner than later. So we'll start doing from tomorrow. Add something for visualization. But the base meditation remains, and let's go into a breath mindfulness meditation today, once again. And then understand some more aspects of this manifestation tomorrow as a longer master class, and then we are ready. But however, tomorrow into the meditation, I will add a segment of music which will be exciting. If some of you attended in the Sunday meditation where we talked about creation, changing our future, so we'll add a segment where we can go in and then dream and visualize about a goal. Any goal, take any goal. I'm sure the answer questions will come, I don't have clarity. Start somewhere. Meditation, by the time you finish your 6 weeks journey, there'll be more and more clarity. You can always change it. But start somewhere, no problem. Take something smaller. And then think of how it's going to change your life if it happened. Experiment. Experiment. It can be anything. It can be as simple as Richard Bach out of the window, because he understood this concept. He was in a restaurant. He said, okay, if that is so simple, my thoughts create reality. Let me visualize a feather, a bird feather, showing up or not. Will it show up? Let me see, a bird feather. And he said this no sooner within 10 or 15 minutes before he even finished his meal. He saw a bird feather just floating outside the glass window, just floating away and going. It is that quick. It can be that quick if we didn't predict. If we didn't predict, it can be that quick. So think about something, and then we're going to use that tomorrow in our meditation. Think about a goal. Think about the sequence of how it will change your life. Make up that mind movie for yourself. I call it mind movie. So you can visualize, there's like a sequence of movie, one after the other. All of that you can use in that meditation tomorrow. And now we're going to breath mindfulness meditation. For those of you new, breath mindfulness meditation is to empty our mind. The goal of the meditation is to empty our mind. When we empty our mind, we are becoming that real we are, which is emptiness and energy. Everything is energy. Everything is emptiness. So when we empty our mind, then we're withdrawing attention about our body and our life and everything around. So naturally we become that emptiness and energy. And for that we observe a natural normal breath. We close our eyes, clasp our fingers into fingers, cross our legs at ankles. Keep your fingers, rest your hands comfortably in your lap, and observe your normal natural breath. Take any point, your nose anyway, and then observe that cold air is going in, warm air is coming out. It could be through the same nostril, it could be the different nostril, doesn't matter. Some people may be breathing out through mouth or breathing in through mouth because they think your nose are blocked. Try it. Those who have nose blocked, try it. Usually meditation is helping to just clear it up so that you can just breathe through your nose and breathe out through the nose. Right? So we'll be doing that, observing a normal natural breath. That's it. For the whole duration of the meditation, we'll be observing a normal natural breath. This is called breath mindfulness meditation or Anapanasati meditation. By the way, today evening, there's no book club, so 7:30 p.m. Those of you who want to just understand this whole program and technique a little deeper, because we extensively covered about meditation for the whole since the beginning. At 7:30 p.m., those of you new and want to know a little more again, so join back on the same bridge at 7:30 p.m. India time. It'll be there for about 45 minutes. Right, we will explain the whole program for those of you who joined recently, who felt they missed it out, but then you can we'll do that again. All right, a little more detail about the process. So we do that, and before that we are doing something called heart elevation process, where we close our eyes, we observe our breath. Now during this elevation process, for the first 5 minutes, it's going to be you just keep your hands on your chest area, either 2 hands or 1 hand, doesn't matter. Just keep your hands on the chest area, just to feel your heart more, and then take a relaxing breath. And I'm going to guide you. Just follow my guidance. All right, just follow my guidance. The goal here is to feel heightened emotion like love, gratitude, compassion. When I feel those, then we're automatically connecting with everybody. That's the idea here. We want to elevate ourselves into higher emotion, so we start connecting with everybody. We're also becoming empty in our mind easy. So we do this for 5 minutes,